Alright, let's get into it, guys. Fanduel.com, the Fanduel course for online money courses. I don't even know where to start. A lot of people are looking for different ways to make cash online. This is definitely one of them. It's not one of the easiest methods, I'll say. If you do play, like, let's say, I don't know, lottery, that's even harder. To this day, I still don't understand why certain people would wait for, like, the major draws to come out where they're giving out, hundreds of millions of dollars, and they buy maybe one ticket, maybe a row or two, who knows. And I always tell people all the time, let's say, you spend anywhere between $100 to $200 a year on lottery tickets, might as well just do that one shot, right? So put it away. And when you feel like there's that 1 billion or that huge 500 million, just put down the 200 on it, 200 down on it right away, fully, and you'd have a lot more chances to win. These are all about odds. This is an odds game. FanDuel is also an odds game. It's a little bit closer to stocks. To give you an idea, basically, let's start with the NBA. The finals are out right now. Raptors versus Warriors. So basically, there's two teams, and there's only 5 players that can play on the court at a time per team, right? So the way it's calculated is whenever a player scores a basket, whether it's a free throw, a three-pointer, or a regular jump shot, or a layup, those all count as points. So a layup was obviously 2, a 3 is obviously 3. A free throw depends on if he makes all 2. If he hits 1, it will be 1 point. Blocks also count as points. Steals, rebounds, turnovers are negative, obviously. So all those accumulated together. Normally it's 9 players. So it would be point guard, 2 shooting guards, 2 small forward, 2 power forward, 2, and then a center 1, obviously. That makes 9. And but for the playoffs, obviously, there's less players to choose from. So what they do is they'll have a MVP 1, MVP 2, MVP 3. So multiply by 2, 1.5, 1.1, or 1.2, I believe. I'll definitely show this in a couple of seconds. And so you'd have to have the right player in the right MVP slot to get the multiplication. And I'll show you how I actually lost the Raptors Milwaukee game the other day, which it was very close. I had one that was very, very close, but for some reason I had put Giannis as my MVP for the one that was very close, but it looked good in the beginning, but then Kawhi just went insane. And I had Van Vliet also in that lineup, Kyle Lowry, which I believe Brook Lopez had done better than him for the large majority of the game. So I'm definitely going to go through how all that works in the next video. This is just a summary of what fantasy is. The course is $10, so just put that right here just to give you guys an idea. Let's stick in that a little bit. So it's $10. I'll let you know everything that it includes. Basically, you'll be invited to the group. So it's on Instagram, where a lot of people that I do play with on a regular, we come up with lineups together on a regular. This is where we talk about which players we prefer, how much we've won with the players that we've used, etc., etc. So if you're down to be a part of that group, let me know. For now, Instagram is probably one of the best methods to contact me at this particular period of time. I'll also try and get it on Facebook if you don't have an Instagram, so I'll also try to get that for you as well. It's a one-time fee. Any new videos are always uploaded, so you're not paying $10 over and over again for premium access, all that nonsense. I'm going to be adding videos on what is fantasy sports, which one's better between FanDuel and DraftKings, or can you use both? Are there other fantasy sports apps that you can use to make some cash on? Can you win lots of cash? I'll definitely show you that as well. How do you create the perfect lineup? Do you need to know anything about sports? Now, on that one, not necessarily. You can get lucky, okay, but it's all about research, right? Like, in the wintertime, people are going to need a certain amount of things. So you would invest in those things because they're needed. Like water and stuff like that most definitely goes up in the summertime. Um, gas as well. A whole bunch of things go up more in the summer than they do in the winter. Um, it's just a matter of knowing your surroundings. So you don't really need to know what a player can do or not do. You just need to know what are their consistencies. If a person regularly gets 10 rebounds or anything close to that, if he plays a lot more minutes, and he's able to get a lot more points, right? Fantasy points, which means everything combined together based on his performance on the court or on the field. If you play NFL or baseball, whatever you prefer, you can play any one of those sports. I mostly do NBA and NFL. Those are my two strongest points, so I play those. I watch them the most. So do you have to pay taxes on your winnings? What states or countries are not able to play? That's very important if you're in certain states. I believe New York, and a couple other places. I remember I went on vacation to Jamaica and I wasn't able to play there. Shockingly, even though my account is shown to be in Canada, or at times when I travel to the U.S., etc., etc. I wasn't able to play in certain states because it wasn't legal. I believe it's legal there now, or they're working on it. I'm not exactly sure. I have to look into that again. But certain states or countries aren't able to gamble online, so that's another thing. The best fantasy tools to build a lineup. Now, I do use a couple of those. I'll let you know which ones I prefer. If you have some in mind, in the chat, you can definitely send me a message and let me know, or I can look into it for you and let you know if it's good enough. And for the fantasy group, obviously, like I said, Instagram, where you can message me on the court side as well. I'll definitely try to get a Facebook group up real soon. I'll definitely look into that. Or you can just comment on the YouTube video below. I'll definitely respond to that as quickly as possible. I'm trying to get this channel up. I do have a lot of channels, guys, so take it easy on me here with the uploads. I'll definitely upload as much as I can on this particular topic. So I do have a podcast. It's a business podcast that's coming out real soon with a couple of people who have won extremely big on Fanduel and on DraftKings. So I'll have them give you some tips on what they've done, what they haven't done, what they avoid, why they got started, and if they're looking into maybe giving away lineups to members on their websites and stuff like that. So looking into that as well. And yeah, let me see if I missed anything else. I'm not sure. So yeah, it's $10. It's a one-time fee. There is no refunds on the courses under $100. So make sure you look into that. It's a one-time fee, and there will always be new videos uploaded. I'm not sure on the frequency of this, but I'll try to keep it as steady going as possible. And that's all. So thank you. Have a great day, and I hope you guys enjoy the course and the group, and I hope you guys make some cash playing fantasy sports. I'm out.